Hey guys, Bill McDonald here. Seaguar Line, hands down the only line I use, 100%. You know, it's the only link between me and that fish is my line. So I want the very best line, you know, and everybody goes, well, you're sponsored by them, that's why you say that. No, let me tell you, I bought Seaguar Line for a long time. I bought it because I believed in it and built a relationship with them. And yes, and now I am sponsored by them, but that's not why, you know, I started with Seaguar. I started with it because it worked. It's the best, you know, the strongest, the best line, less memory, the whole deal. And you know, the thing about Seaguar is they have a price point for everybody. You know, if Red Label, which is a very good line, is a lower price point, then we go to InvizX and we go to BrazeX and then we go to Tatsu as the top of the line. You know, I've got some of them laid out here. But leader line, you know, can you use, yeah, you can use InvizX, you can use Tatsu for leader line, but our gold label is a leader line. That's what it's made for. You know, here's a 10, here's an 8. You know, there's not a lot of line on here because, like I said, it's what, you know, it's for leaders. It's not to fill your whole spool up. It's a thinner line than a Tatsu line is. It's stronger, and it's just a dynamite leader line. So guys, if you're doing it, you know, it takes up less room too. Just buy some leader spools. You know, if you're doing a, you know, I do a lot of smallmouth fishing. So here's my line right here. I use a Smackdown 20-pound, you know, braid on there. You know, it's a round braid, and I use flash green. You know, it's a real bright line, so I can see it. I can physically see that line twitch when a fish hits it. So I'll throw that, and I'll put a leader on it, whether it's 6, 8, 10, whatever it is. It makes a great combo because, you know, if I threw straight fluorocarbon on a spinning rod, it'd be unbelievable how much line I would go through on that. So I put my Smackdown on, and basically I can fish all year on that spinning rod with that one spool of Smackdown, and I'm good. And I just change the leaders out and go from there. You know, Tatsu, everybody go, what you got socks on there for? That's how I store my line in the boat, is I'll put a spool, a sock top on it. You know, protects that line from beating and banging around. Pull it off, and then I can, you know, spool up from there. But really like the Tatsu. You know, it's our upper end line without a doubt. So there's pros and cons to every bit of it. You know, it and InvizX and a BrazeX, I always have in the boat. So like I said, if you're wanting the very best line you can get, you know, Seaguar makes it. There's a couple of them right there. You know, you'll never get in my boat that I don't have Seaguar line tied on. You know, if you're going to fish for the best, you know, use the best. You know, I want the very best thing that I can put on there that's going to keep that fish coming to the boat. You know, last thing you want to do is break off, and you're going to break off occasionally. Things happen. You know, we don't retie like we need to. We get a backlash or professional overrun, however you want to call it. You get those, and instead of taking the time to peel them out like you should, you reel them back in there, you kink it, you damage that line, make the next cast, it burns it, and before long, you know, it breaks off in there. That's not a line problem, that's our problem. So if you're looking for it, go to seaguar.com, give them a shot.